Good evening. Sorry that I'm late, guys. Sorry that I'm late for the therapy session. Big up, Nate. Big up, Nate. Welcome to the United Real Therapy, people. How are we doing? How are we all doing, guys? Are we doing well? Welcome, guys. Welcome. So we are on the eve of Manchester United versus Villa. But also, we're going to get into the Glazers' reply to Manchester United Supporters Trust. We'll be talking about that, and then we'll be talking about the fixture congestion as well, and if that's fair on Ollie and the players, and should we be protesting again? Exactly. Sponsors out. Yeah, man. How are you, bro? Big up, Fast. Yeah, man. You good? Sponsors out. SM all day, every day. Wawan, mate. Yes, man. Yes, brothers. Welcome, man. Welcome, Kobe. Yeah. So we've got Villa tomorrow, 2:00. It's a 2:05 kickoff. It's going to be an interesting game. Because we had a really good game with Villa at Old Trafford, which is a tight, close game. Obviously, Pogba winning the penalty in the last minute, and so it was. I can imagine it being a tight game. It can imagine being a very tight game. It's going to be an interesting game tomorrow, and I don't expect it to be anything but tight. But it's going to be very interesting. The team that Ollie picks, because then on Tuesday we're playing something. And on Tuesday we are playing against Leicester. So we're playing Leicester. And that's going to be an interesting game too. What we expect, it's going to be an interesting team. I think Ollie's going to try to go for it to win the game on Sunday. I think he's already planned that game, the tactics and everything else. And by now they must have recovered. I think Greenwood will play. Yeah, Greenwood will most likely play against Villa because he's young. I mean, he's 19 years old. I'm sure he's got a bit of energy. He can play. But I definitely expect massive changes for the Leicester game, which is going to be very interesting because now that Chelsea have gone above. Chelsea are third now. I thought today in the second half they were terrific. It must be said. They're missing a striker and a dominant, a goal scoring, a goal merchant striker and a centre half. That's who are Chelsea missing. A dominant centre half. Someone like Koulibaly, someone like Van Dijk. Somebody like the guy at City, even Laporte. If I was Laporte, if Stones and Diaz are ahead of me, I would go to Chelsea and get first team. Laporte would be first team player at Chelsea. Big up, Chris. Wow, please. Can somebody please confirm that? Chris, please don't play with me like that. Don't play with my emotions, man. Don't be doing that to me, Chris. If that is true, that is a massive win. And that is a wake-up call for the Glazers. What the capability of Man United. We'll get into that later about the reply from the so-called reply. Did he really reply? Is that from him or is that some PR spin? That's Neil Ashton speak. Because that's why I'm suspicious. How come you're not coming on camera? Why don't you get on camera? Why don't you come on camera so we know actually those words are attributed to you? But anyway, let's talk about the Villa game. The Villa game. I mean, what can we say about tomorrow? I really rate some of their players. I genuinely, obviously Grealish, but Grealish is not fit. That luck for us. Grealish is still injured. It's really interesting. I don't know what's going on with Grealish, but it looks like a mystery injury. Yeah. So Grealish is out. Also, Morgan Sanson is still out with the knee injury. So they've got a couple of injuries. But I expect Man United to win. That's one of our favourite clubs. If you know about Manchester United history and you know about Manchester United traditions and the culture, man, Villa is always one of the best grounds. We've won FA Cup semi-finals there. That treble season, obviously. Giggs' goal was at Villa Park. We won tightly contested FA Cup semi-finals there. We've beat Villa. I don't think Villa have beat us at their ground for a very long time. Very long time. I don't remember us getting beat that often, you know. Our record at Villa Park is fantastic. Yeah, I mean, we're unbeaten in 21 games away from home. You know, so it'd be a really interesting, you know. It's, to me, if United don't get beat, I think it's going to be that sort of unbeaten run. It's going to be one of the longest unbeaten away records in the league. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying to you. I think the last time we lost, it might have been 99 in League Cup third round clash. Honestly, I think that's coming. I think maybe it was a 99. 99, we lost the League Cup, you know. So their record is not that great. They've lost 9 Premier League matches. So, you know, so since Grealish has been out there, form has been up and down. They had that great win against Everton. And Everton, one time they'll turn up. They look like world beaters. The next game, they look like a team that could be fighting relegation. Yeah. So it's going to be a very interesting game. You know what? I rate Ollie Wilkins, you know. I don't know what you guys think in the comments. You can let me know. But I really like Ollie Wilkins. I really, really like their striker. He works hard. He runs the channels. And I think, you know, I know we're looking for a striker, but sometimes you have to give somebody like him maybe a chance at Old Trafford, you know. Maybe it's something I know he's an Arsenal fan. I know that he's a diehard Arsenal fan. But someone like him, I don't know. I just like the way he plays. I like the way he causes havoc. He scores goals against big teams, big clubs. So, yeah, I genuinely do like him. Oh, that volley. Oh, Vaz, you're taking me back, mate. I remember watching that and just jumping off of my seat and going absolutely berserk. That volley. Oh, another funniest thing about it, it was against that keeper with the long johns. You know, the keeper that had the tracksuit bottoms. I think he might have been Hungarian, or I think he was definitely East European. Somebody can correct me. I forgot his name. But I remember him because he was an unusual goalkeeper. He wore a tracksuit, you know. The tracksuits, man. What a absolute goal that was, man. Yeah, you know what? I like Watkins, man. Yeah, Martial, but we need somebody. Martial is injured because I don't trust, you know, Cavani to stay fit till the rest of the season. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting team. I mean, come on, guys. Who would you pick? I'm going to give you, right? So whoever's going to comment, I'm going to give you all one position to pick. So let's see if we can pick a team for Villa. Let's see if we can do this, guys. Let's see if we can do this. Let's pick a team for Villa. Let's do this together, guys. It's all about interacting. So let's do this together. And let's see if we can pick a team together, okay? Who are you going to play? So let me see in the comments, okay? It's going to take time to pick this. But do you think Ollie's going to pick a similar team that played against Roma? Or do you think we need to rest a few? So come on, pick the team with me, guys. Pick the team with me. Who do you think, who should go in net? So come on, tell me who should go in net. Henderson in goal, yeah. Raz, that's it. You got the first pick, right? Who else? And then I'll start doing it. So pick the back five. Let's pick the back five, and then I'll go to the screen and I'll do it. Who else? Similar team versus Roma. That's what Vass is saying. David De Gea in goal. Oh, okay. Let's see. Who else wants Henderson in goal? Oh, this Muppets, man. Honestly, I live in their heads. I absolutely live in their heads. I live in their heads. Shobeto Calas. Okay, Henderson. A lot of people saying Henderson. So you want the same bank for? So Hendo. Okay, Hendo will get us it, right? We're doing democratically here, people. Hendo is the goalkeeper, yeah? So we're going to play Henderson. Right, Henderson it is. I think the back four will be the back four, but we're going to take out Shaw. We'll bring Shaw back in. Because we want to win this game. So Luke Shaw and Lindelof, obviously, because Bailly looked so short on match fitness, man. Bailly looks so short on match fitness. It's unbelievable. Good evening, all. Good evening. Evening. Big up the Arsenal fans. Yeah, bro. Something, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe I don't have enough subscribers yet, but it's really difficult. It's really difficult to I'm still waiting for YouTube to reply to me because it won't let me add the mods. It's seriously not in letting me add the mods. But we'll try that. So will we go in the midfield? Are we going for Fred and McTominay, people? Because I think Ollie's going to go back to Fred and McTominay, isn't it? I can't imagine. You would think that he might play. He might play Donny, but I think he's going to go to McTominay. You know, Scott. Let me go back to this now. Somebody's telling me that these donkeys are coming up again now. This is what I'm saying to you. I live in these people's heads. How sad are they to come and try to spam my channel? How sad are you? What are you taking out of your time? What the hell is wrong with you guys? McSauce, definitely. So it'll be Bruno, McFred, definitely. Matic. So yeah, I think we know the standard team that Ollie's going to pick. So let's pick it. Let's see. So it'll be McTominay. And then it's definitely not going to be Diallo. I think he might be. I think Cavani might not play. He might be Greenwood up front, actually. Because Greenwood, remember last season when we won there, Greenwood scored a cracking goal there. I think maybe I would rest Bruno, you know, and play Pogba. So Rashford, I think Rashford will play, definitely. Rashford will play will play out there. And I think Dan James still out. Maybe Juan Mata. Why not? Because we need to. Juan Mata, maybe. Juan Mata on this side. That's the team, guys. What do you think about that team, guys? What do you think about that team? These absolute donkeys jumping on here doing this. Yeah, man. Neil Ashton, man. That could be Neil Ashton, you know, targeting me because, you know, this is the headquarters of Glazer out, people. The headquarters of Glazers out. I've seen a flyer flying around on Twitter actually today. There might be a protest on Thursday. I'm all for it, people. I'm all for it. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. It's sad, innit? To be fair, it's more about them. It's not about us. It's something. They're going through something, innit? Why would you take time out of your schedule, come and tune in to this channel, and then to try to spam it? Yeah. That's the team, guys. That's the team. Pogba, I would give Bruno a rest for this game. Maybe he can play against Leicester. And I thought Rashford, Mata, go for Bruno. I think that's the team he's going to pick. That's the team he's going to pick, I think. It could be. Now, to be fair, Rashford, he looked all right. He wasn't limping around against Roma. And he's had a week off, innit? He's had about a week and a half off. So, fingers crossed, he might be all right. He might be all right. But definitely, did you watch Ollie's presser? Did any of you see the quotes from Ollie's presser? He's definitely said he doesn't care what teams think about it. Some teams are going for Champions League places. He's going to have to make use of his full squad. And definitely, Maguire's not going to be able to play in the next couple of games. He's not going to be able to play every game. He wanted Maguire to get this record where he's played every Premier League game. I mean, come on. What's that to be proud of, man? Man United captain, oh, I played every game. And what? Half of those games you were shit. What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, that's not a trophy. Talk to me, man. Real captains of Man United lift trophies, mate. It's a habit. That's what I want. I want to see you have that record to go, oh, he's won so many trophies as a captain. That's what I want to. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear, oh yeah, he's completed. He's played 2 seasons in a row, Premier League. Nah, man. I'm not on that, man. Maybe, yeah, you're right, actually. Maybe he might start. I'll be shocked, but if he's going to start Tuanzebe. I'll be shocked if he's going to start Tuanzebe, man. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to start Tuanzebe. Yeah, bro, listen, let's not worry about them, man. It is Neil Ashton. Let's not worry about them, man. Talk to me about the game tomorrow. What do you think the score's going to be, guys? What do you think the score's going to be tomorrow? What do you think the score is going to be? It's an afternoon kickoff, obviously 2 o'clock kickoff. We've got to go attacking. We've got to go attacking. Their form is indifferent. They've got like a couple of players. They've got Trezeguet. They've got the Egyptian brother as well, and he scores a good goal sometimes. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game, man. A very interesting game. And I'm seriously looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to that game to see, you know, what the team's going to be, what team they're going to pull out, if they're going to go for it or not. It's going to be a very interesting, very, very interesting. But we definitely need to win that one. I think if we win that one and we drew with Leicester, I think we hopefully have secured second place. And then Liverpool, he has to pick a decent team against Liverpool. I think the Fulham game, I won't worry. I think that's where we'll make change because Fulham are not all that. So that's the game that I think he might make changes. Yeah, that's the game that he might make changes. So definitely. But we're going to have to go for it tomorrow. Definitely. He's going to have to play a good team tomorrow. We're going to have to go for it, secure the 3 points, and then worry about putting out a team that could maybe possibly get a draw at Old Trafford. I know the team's going to try to win, but the thing with Ole is that he's going to show up the fact that he didn't make use of his squad all season. And that's the thing that hurts me the most, man. You know, some players are good enough. Tuanzebe, Telles, Van der Beek, those 3 should have played a lot more games this season. They should by now have so many minutes in their legs that we won't worry about them when they get playing because they're match fit. Instead, Telles got caught a couple of times by Roma. And if it wasn't for De Gea, we would have been out, guys. I'm telling you now, he made 9 saves. At least 3 of them were crucial, especially when he went to 2-1. So, yeah, Telles, he looks so short, match unfit. Van der Beek looked match unfit. I mean, I keep repeating it till the cows come home. Professional elite footballers need at least 4 to 3 90 minutes to be fully match fitness, to be sharp. If you're not giving them that and just keep dropping them in, dropping them out, you're doing a disservice to the team, to yourself as a manager, and to the players as well. Don't be doing that to the players. They need to start. I mean, look how many games Mata played this season. I know it's difficult. It's been a difficult year. I know, especially for the new players, you know, Donny van der Beek, you know, coming to Britain and coming to Man United, and it's bloody Corona, truncated season, getting used to, you know, he can't even get a proper feel. I met some couple of people through friends who moved to Manchester. They've not seen Manchester. They've not seen the full Manchester, what Manchester is about, Manchester culture, because most of us have all been in jail. The whole world's been on lockdown, especially in Europe and in America, at least. It's been lockdowns, man. Lockdown after lockdowns. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, need Liverpool. Well, it'd be interesting, Vas, to see if he can stop them. But I think Liverpool might just sneak in, you know. I don't know. Leicester, it's going to be out of Leicester, innit? Liverpool are now fighting Leicester. So Leicester are going to come out on Tuesday. They're going to come out on Tuesday. We're definitely going to have a say. You know, our games are going to have a say on who finishes fourth, you know. That's going to be interesting. But Ollie was like, people don't have to, 3-0, that's, Rubel 2009 saying, wow, Villa are not that crap, you know. They really turn up against the big teams. They play well. They play really well. They all turn up because some of them want to be in the shop window. But I'll tell you who I rate. I rate Watkins in their team. And I rate Kosa, the centre-half. I don't rate Mings. I think Mings makes a lot of mistakes. But Kosa, the guy who plays next to him, is the kid that he can play right back, he can play centre-half, and I think he's worked a lot better as a centre-half. I think he's got it all. I think he's good in the air. He's good on one-on-ones. I think, he's a good defender. I genuinely like him. I like him. I don't know how much Villa were willing to sell him for, but I think he'll be better than, you know, he stays fit. You know what I mean? He's a guy who stays fit. He's quite quick on the ground. I really like him. I think he's a fantastic defender. But Watkins is another player. Obviously, Grealish is the superstar in their team. And if you Scholes, you know, if you had some of these Man United players, they're like, Grealish needs to play for Man United. He should be a Man United player. You know, they all say it. But we'll see. We shall see. Right. Come on. How many of you have read the joke that is, honestly, the paper, it wouldn't even use that as a toilet paper. What Joe Glazer came out with. I don't know if any of you know, just to update some of you guys. So most who are a Manchester United supporters trust have given, I'm sure you've seen it all around Twitter, those of you on social media. They gave 4 points, basically saying that they want the infrastructure around the club improved. They want have directors on the board, and basically they want to work up to 50+1 rule. Basically, that's what they want. And Joe Glazer, so they gave their Glazers a deadline to reply, and on Friday, yesterday, the Glazers replied. But honestly, I mean, they go, oh, one of the sentences was, oh, we know that you're very passionate and we thank you. Oh, give over. Give over. I mean, it is an insult to all of our intelligence, honestly. The collective Man United fan, they're literally insulting all our intelligence. And of course they said, yeah, they're happy to talk about it. They didn't say they're gonna do it. They said they're happy to discuss the United fans earning, having shares in the club. Meaningful shares. I mean, you think about it now. Since 2005, Supporters Trust must. I gotta give it up to them. I know that guy, Ian Sterling. Really, really, really good guy. Die-hard Man United. I mean, to be one of the, to be the leader of a Manchester United Supporters Trust, you have to be a die-hard, and takes a lot of time out of his life to always advocate the best for the fans, to talk to the club. And they've had meetings, but tell us, guys, what have those meetings come to? Has there ever been any result? And then you look at that, you contrast that with what the Glazers said when they took over in the interview they gave to MUTV in 2005. They were like, of course, the fans are important. Of course, we want to communicate. Communication is key. Of course, the fans will know what's going on, what the plan is. Of course, we will be communicating with the fans. Did they? Come on. Stop the word. That's why I'm not even getting it up here. It's a waste of your time and my time. All I can say is that it is a load of tosh. Action, people. So somebody wiser than me said that a long time ago. Action speaks louder than words. Action speaks louder than words. And I'm sorry to say, this is too little, too late. Win, lose, or draw, Glazers out. That's how we want it. That is what we want. Please, I've not checked out Twitter, but apparently Chris McIntyre, Chris, one of the guys, I'm just trying to find let me see if I can find it. He said one of Man United's sponsorship deals has collapsed. I'm just trying to find it. He said there's some rumors going on. The fact that Man United, Chris. All right, let's see. He sent me a Twitter deal. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this, people. Let's have a look at this. He sent me a DM on Twitter. He shared a tweet. Okay. Let's have a look at this tweet, people. Let's have a look at this tweet. Let's have a look at this tweet, people, yeah? Let's have a look at this tweet, okay? We're going to have a look at this tweet by, let me just share this tweet and then we can read it together. So this is apparently, according to reports, that Man United sponsors have dropped out of Man United, according to reports. So this is in our letter we said Manchester are passionate but also loyal, reward the company listens to fans. The Hot Group in Manchester-based group responsible for Look Fantastic, ESPN Skincare. Okay. Let's have a look. So they've been getting absolutely. So this Hot Group have been getting 1.5 star in Trustpilot. So yeah, United fans have gone to town, absolute town, and they. Let's have a look now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this thread. Let's have a look. In our letter, so this is the Not a Penny More campaign, people, if you can see it. In our letter, we've said to Man United fans that are passionate but also loyal, reward a company that listens to the fans. The Hot Group is a Manchester-based group responsible for Look Fantastic, ESPA Skincare, My Protein UK. My Protein is great. So yeah, Not a Penny More. And here's the Trustpilot My Protein site. If you're gonna have to leave a review, make sure it's genuine. That means nothing about the Glazers or Manchester United. So here we go. So look what's happened to them, guys. Here we go. Leave this company a good review. They walked away from the Glazers offering them a 10-year deal to be the sponsors. Wow. Wow. That looks, if that's official, guys, that's another huge win. I can't obviously confirm that's what's happening. We'll have to do checks on that, but I trust Chris. But I just need to double check the source. If that's truly happened, then guys, that is fantastic. That is fantastic. Please carry on. Not a penny more. We definitely need that. Not a penny more. We definitely need that, man. Yeah. Nah, I don't want the Saudis to take over Man United, man. Sorry. Man United, you know what? Man United, we just need good management. We don't need to be owned by billionaires. Man United make money. We don't need a rich guy to take Man United over. Man United are self-sufficient. We make enough profit to sustain, to spend money. You know that, for example, the Glazers have took out in 15 years 1.3 or 1.4 billion in terms of, debt repayments. That's how much they took out. So can you imagine? And they reckon they made at least 3 billion in the last 16 years. Man United just need to be well-run club. They need better management, fans, footballing people that care about the people. And that's what Man United need. I mean, seriously. Oh, wow, it's on The Guardian. Wow. Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant, people. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Copy the link into here, man. Copy the link. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Fantastic. Oh, my God. My God. Brilliant. Brilliant. That's a fantastic news, people. Let's celebrate, man. Hit that like on this. Hit that like, man. Hit that like is like Joe Glazer's face, man. Not condoning violence against anybody. But hit that like button like it's Joe Glazer's face, people. Smack him one. Smack him one, man. Smack him one. Do it, people. Let's do it. Let's see what's, man. Oh, man. Man United training kit being dropped. Okay, brilliant. We're celebrating that. Oh, bloody hell. Blue Mania. What happened to your little trophy parade today? What happened to that? Chelsea seen the end to that, innit? They twisted you up today, pal. Blue Manic. Blue Manic, you got twisted today by Chelsea. You got absolutely twisted up by Chelsea today in that second half. Listen, that's what I'm saying. People want to be associated with Man United because we have one of the biggest fan bases in the world, bro. Sad to say, but you will never know that as a Man City supporter. You will never know that. Instead, you know what I mean? Come on. Everybody in Manchester knows your stadium's called the Etihad, not the Etihad. Etihad. You know what I mean? It's just one man and his dog there and two other guys from Stockport. That's all it is, bro. Let's not get into it. Let's not get into it. But welcome to the show anyway, even though you hate United. Bring it anti-United propaganda here, no problem. Yeah, bring it here. Oh God. Yeah, real funny, man. Oh, nah, mate, I'm not having that. At the end of the day, it was your team to try to win the league, mate. That's not your reserves, mate. City don't have a reserve team, mate. You do not. Like and share, people, like he said. Like and share, like the brother said, man. Any papa. Like and share, man. Big up in it, Papa. Big up, brother. Big up, massive. Yeah, man, it's about 40 of you in here. Please like, share, subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. But yeah, so that's my 2 pence on the Glazers. We reject their apology. The only apology we want is them to say, that's it. We are no longer the owners of Man United. So we'll go, Glazers, it's not been a pleasure. Take care. On you go. We will never want to know what you're doing, who you are. We'll never mention your names again. Peace. Go in peace. Bye-bye. Tara, tara. So we can sing tara, tara. That's what we want to. That's all I want to hear from the Glazers. If I want to hear from any more words from Joe Glazer, Avram Glazer, or any of those people, I just want to hear an announcement. That's it. Man United are up for sale and they're leaving. That's all we want. Salam, brother. Big up Fas Ahmed. Yeah, brother, man. It's painful, man. Free Palestine, man. Free Palestine. It's one of the most painful things, man. Solidarity with the brothers, especially during Ramadan. During Ramadan, man. On the 25th day of Ramadan, one of the holiest days in Islam. And there they are in Alaska Mosque, the third holiest site in the Muslim tradition, the third holiest site after Mecca and Medina. And Palestinians are there to pray and worship. They're not allowed to worship, bro. They're not allowed to worship, and the world ignores them. All I would say is that instead of buying football teams, where are the Dubai lot? Where are the Qataris? Where's the Arab? Where are the Arab? Where are the Muslims countries? They're all absolute cowards. They're all absolute cowards. And Saudi Arabia making a statement of some sort. Give over, man. Give over. Give over. Listen, I'm gonna set up another channel and we can talk about things like that. But this is just mainly about Man United and a football channel. But I'm definitely setting up a channel, guys. So let's get these subscribers up a bit. You know, like I said, if you get 2 or 3 of your friends to subscribe, they don't have to watch me, but just get them to subscribe. We can build the community and the channel. And then I promise you, I'm gonna set up a channel specifically dealing about more about me, about my life, and more about, you know, how I view the world, what's going on in the world, man. Because I'm a believer, human rights for all, people. Human rights for all. Human rights for all, man. That's what I believe in. I believe that everybody in this planet has the right to live a decent life. I believe whether Muslim, Christian, atheist, I believe in whatever gender anybody is. I believe in whatever color or creed. Humans are human beings, man. Human beings. And we want a peaceful world, but unfortunately, the Palestinians are getting ethnically cleansed. That's what's happening to the Palestinians, man. It's painful, but that's what's happening to them. And we stand in solidarity with anybody from anywhere that's oppressed. We stand in solidarity with everybody that's oppressed. And yeah, regardless where you are in the world, we always stand with refugees. We stand with asylum seekers. We stand, you know what I mean? We stand against aggression and war and militarism. We stand against all those things. They're my values. Those are my values. That's how I see it. I respect every human being, man, in this world, to live in a peaceful world. But unfortunately, people are greedy. Power, nationalism, those are the things that are at play, man. It's painful to watch what's happening to our brothers in Palestine, man. But those of you who are religious, please pray for them. Pray for a better day, a better future for the Palestinians. Yo, big up Orlando, man. Rosario Fabian, big up, brother. Big up, man. Big up to all the massive in the Dominican Republic, man. To me, I call it Haiti. Haiti, Dominican, it's Haiti, man. At the end of the day, it's Haiti, man. Haiti. To educate you a little bit, I don't want to go on a tangent, but Haiti was the first ever black republic in the world. First free black republic in the world. And that's why it's still suffering today, because the French and the Americans, the US governments have never forgave them for throwing off the enslavers and freeing themselves. So big up to people in wherever it's done. To me, I know it as Haiti, where it's the same island, man. That's the colonizers divide and rule, man. Light-skinned people here, black people here, and then divided the island into two. I'm not with that. I'm not with that, man. Yeah, man. Respect to you, man. Respect to you, Sarit Ramos, man. Yeah, man. Love, brothers, man. Love. Love to you all. Seriously. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you. They're cowardly. The Middle East are cowardly, man. They're cowards. Where's your actions, man? If you really care about the Palestinians, where's your actions? They could do so more. They could stop the oil. Tomorrow, they could say, they could all get together. All those Arab countries, rich oil countries could say, right, stop the production until we get a resolution for the Palestinians, until we get dignity and respect for the Palestinians, you know, instead of them getting picked off and ethnically cleansed. But anyway, we don't want to go too far into this. Like I said, I want to set up another channel where we talk about current and world events and where you can subscribe if you guys want to. But I can only do that. But first, I have to grow this channel. And as you therapy army, you're going to have to give me a hand growing the channel. So once we've done that, guys, that other channel will be unlike that. Totally. Totally. Bro, it's Haiti. Honestly, listen to the history, bro. The Haitians are some of the most revered people in the world, man. As a black person in this world, to me, the Haitians are warriors, man. Absolute warriors, man. What they did. Africa was still under Western rule and colonization, you know? And Haitians freed themselves, man. Can you imagine the resourcefulness? Slaves that were enslaved there went there and they absolutely freed themselves, got themselves freedom, you know? What it took to have dignity. That's powerful, man. Haitian Revolution, man. Read about it. Educate yourselves, people. Always educate yourselves. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Listen, if there's a protest, I'm there. Trust me. I told you guys, if there's a protest, I am there. So I'll be going. I don't care about the game. When they announced that European Super League, they spoiled the season for me. Honestly. They spoiled the season for me. Season was over then for me. Yeah. Blue Maniac. I agree that Palestine's the biggest open air. Yeah, well, Gaza is. Yeah, of course. And the whole country is. And our country, the Balfour Agreement is to blame. Where are the human rights abuses? Yeah, we are the. Of course we are, bro. Yo, at least you know that about yourself. You might be a deluded City fan, but your view on human rights and the world is spot on. It must be said. Blue Maniac. It must be said. So I respect you for that. I respect you for that. For spitting facts. Yeah? Of course, brother. Respect. Yeah, man. And big up. Yeah, man. All of them. Yo, same. All of the Caribbean islands, man. They took inspiration from Haiti and they rebelled. They rebelled. So, but anyway, guys, what do you think about Ollie's press conference and this fixture congestion? Do you think that he could? What do you think? Do you think? I think Ollie has to play. Ollie has to box clever in terms of team selections, because we don't want the players to be burnt out when it comes to playing that game on 26th? Is it the 26th? Yeah. By the way, what a night that's going to be. That's, you know what, the 26th of May is Matt Busby's birthday. It's also it will be Ollie's won it, and Ollie's won it. Ollie won it on the 26th of May, 1999. One of the happiest days of my life. I don't think I slept for a couple of days, and I'm a herbal teetotal guy, but I was just so high. Oh my gosh, I don't think you understand, people. Manchester, there was party like a whole week. Some of you might have not been born. Some of you might be out old enough. Some of you were experiencing it from different parts of the UK, or maybe some of you were watching this internationally. But 99, 99, man. Honestly, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna tell you an anecdote now. 99. Me and one of my best friends, Die Hard, all that season in the Champions League, right? We were so superstitious, right? So superstitious. We would always be together. We would always sit next to each other. One person had to sit closer to the TV, so it'll be on the inside of the couch, right? And the other one will be on the other side. And we would all have to be there when we hear the Champions League. The champions. We all had to be there. Then after that, you can move. You can maybe go and get a drink or whatever. I'm telling you now, guys, that night, we broke all of that case. We're like, no, we're going to go to our friends in Rusholme and we're going to go and watch it there. And there must have been at least 12 people in the house, cramped in this house, man. They had a big television. Big up Rusholme, those of you who know Rusholme, man. And it was, we sat next to each other, music come on, champion. We were with, what I would say, some United fans were with us, couple of United fans, but we were maybe, about 8 other people there were anyone but Man United. We used to call them ABUs, right? Anybody but Man United. And one of the chairmans of the ABUs were there. 2 of them were there. And anyway, we're losing, we're sweating, we're like, oh, this is, heart is sinking because the dream to win a treble. Because we were the best team that season. It must be said, we were by far the best team in the Champions League that season. Nobody goes away to Juventus and wins like that. Comes back from 2-0 down and wins 3-2. Nobody does that. Remember the classic games against Inter Milan. The classic game we drew with Barcelona that season. I remember. I think it was 3 or Rivaldo scored an overhead kick, I think. If I remember. And then I'll never forget the step over goal from Andy Cole, Dwight York, the pass back and that tap in. We had some amazing games that season, guys. Amazing game. The Juventus game at home was a fantastic game. Giggs scored. But so anyway, we're sat there sweating. We're like, this is over. We've given up. And I just remember that chance. I didn't celebrate the Terry Sheringham goal because I thought he'd be offside. Because all I seen is Michael comes up, Giggs swipes at it, the ball trickles, he's there by himself, Terry Sheringham, and then he puts it into the bottom corner. And if you watch that goal again, Teddy does some run. He looks at the linesman. Linesman's flag's down. So when he runs to celebrate, I'm still waiting going, please don't tell me he's offside. And then when I heard he was not offside, jumped up, man, in people's faces. I know what I talk about knee slides. I was the original knee slider, mate. Trust me, a wooden floor in that house, slid out like that. I'm screaming like that. Before you know it, guys, all I can hear is the commentary. They refuse to give up this team. This team always comes back. And then I remember whoever, I think, was it Dennis Irwin? Or somebody took on somebody. I think, no, it was Solskjaer. I think it was Solskjaer. And then he went out for a corner. And then Beckham, I just remember Beckham swinging that corner, that flick. And then, boom, that Ollie, that goal goes in. Literally, I run out of the house, no word of a lie. I run out, I'm screaming like a madman, bare feet. And then I run, so it's on a street called Playfair. I run out of the house. I run down, so Moss Lane East, those of you who know, Moss Side Rusholme. I run straight down, right? Straight down Moss Lane East. And then I run straight back to Lloyd Street, then come back on Great Washington Street. And at the same time, I can hear other people running out of the houses screaming. Students and everybody else screaming, wow. I'm like, wow. And the rest of it was the days. Even though I don't drink, rest of it was the days. I just remember we went to town hall, singing songs. And I remember the restaurateurs were giving champagne away, food away, town hall. People, it was a hot night, sticky night, and people were in the fountain at town hall. Cars going up and down, beep, beep, beep. It was just crazy. And that lasted for about a week. And I just remember, and then, yeah. So that's a bit of nostalgia for you guys. What I would do to give to those. What would I do to give to those nights again, man? The happiest night in probably my life as a United fan. Solskjaer's won it! Oh, and the commentator going, they always score. Because that season, amount of games we came back from. Honestly, that team, that 99 team, never knew when it was beaten, man. That team would come back and come back. The amount of comebacks in that season was incredible. Yeah, to me, 3 games that season. Could you imagine being alive? Some of you, I know you're young enough, right? Some of you are young enough, man. But could you imagine 3 games for me, the biggest games that stand out in my head? It wasn't even the FA Cup final. We knew we were going to beat Newcastle, man. That wasn't a big game. Was the Juventus away game, was the Arsenal game at the Villa Park, and the Champions League final. Champions League final. All I remember is, I don't know if you know, guys, Lothar Matthäus, one of the best players, probably the best player in his generation, German player in his generation. In '99 World Cup, he was terrific. Number 10, short guy. He played as a sweeper at times. I remember him getting subbed, getting clapped off. I remember even when he got the loser's medal, just strapping it. And it's the only time in the Champions League where they had to change the ribbon. They literally had to take the Bayern Munich ribbons off and put the Man United ribbons on. Oh, man. Oh my God. That night. What? Oh, what a night when Man United won the Champions League. Fergie for the first time, man. Oh, guys. That was, people forget that. Liverpool, what happened to Heysel? So Liverpool, Juventus played in the final in the 80s, I think 85. And there was a 5-year ban. So a tragedy happened where Italian fans died, and I think a stand collapsed. And people say it was Liverpool fans' fault because they were in the wrong area on the wrong end of the stadium, and then they fought. To me, it's fans. And in the 80s, hooliganism was a real thing. But after that, everybody hated the football fans in the UK, and so they all got a ban. So English football got banned, 5-year ban, I think, and that was really snide on like the likes of Everton, because Everton were winning the league around that time in the mid-80s, and they had a successful team. So Man United did not have any experience to play in the European Cup. That's what it was called then. The Champions League now was called the European Cup. They didn't have any team to compete. They didn't have any know-how, and used to have like the 3 foreigner rule as well. You can only play 3 foreigners, and so. Of course, like there's some games Schmeichel didn't play, Cantona didn't play, but it took Man United at least 6-7 years to understand how to play, because the style of football that was being played in the Premier League and the style of football that's played in the European Cup, what's now the Champions League, was totally different. Man United took loads of bloody noses. We got battered by teams, man, middos. We were getting smacked every year, getting knocked out when we were winning the leagues in those couple of years. We were the best team in the UK by far. So in England by far in the Premier League, but in Europe we were not that great, and it took us time to get up there to build a proper team, and we came close. I remember 98, I think was in 97, 96, 97, we came close. I think it was in 96. I remember Borussia Dortmund, Old Trafford. I sneaked into that game. I remember we battered them. We absolutely battered them. Cantona missed one of the sitters of all time. I still don't know how that German defender flicked the ball away. It was almost on the goal line. Cantona just had to put it in. The guy dives, slides in, and I think his name was Kohler or something like that. That Dortmund defender, that German defender, man. That was it was a heartache. So many heartaches, and then we make it to the final. We do it the hard way. And then we get to that final, and everybody expecting us to get beat. But Solskjaer, Terry Sheridan and Solskjaer, man. And the rest is history, as they say. The rest is history. So it's going to be interesting to be playing that final. I'll come back to my original point on the 26th of May. And it's going to be, it's the birthday. And that's what we were thinking. So Matt Busby was up there from the heavens looking down on Man United going, come on, do it. What a tribute. One of the pioneers of European football, What a great man he was to lose so many players, lose so many people in a tragedy. Took him a decade to build the team. And then United become the first English club to win the Champions League. Champions League was called the European Cup. So I hope that Ollie Box is clever. I'm not asked about the league game. We were, as long as we secure top 4, I'm not asked. But I'm asked about players being fit, the big players being fit and healthy for the game against Villarreal, because I know a lot of people, a lot of the pundits are going to tell you, United have won. No, man. We've played Villarreal in our history 4 times. It's been 4 draws. That's an anomaly. That doesn't happen. We played Villarreal 4 times, 4 draws. So it's going to be a tough game, guys. It's a final. The pressure, because we are favourites, going to be a lot of pressure on us. But I'm hoping that Ollie picks the teams that he needs to pick and make sure that players are healthy. That's what needs to be done, man. That's what needs to be done. But there you go. There you go. I've given you a little bit of nostalgia. That's what I have done. I've given you a little bit of nostalgia. There, of course, Andy Cole was underrated, man. Yo, man. Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about, man, though. Big up Winslow Road, man. I love Manchester, man. South Central Manchester, man. It's a beautiful place to live, man. Yeah, and also, it was the big it up, man. Big up Blue Maniac, yeah. That was the resurgence. And remember, because City fans were celebrating as well because they just won the playoffs to come back into the championship, I think it was. And yeah, I remember. Was this something Weaver? Was it Nicky Weaver saving the penalties? And Paul Dickoff. I actually met Paul Dickoff once in Rusholme. He was quite a nice guy, man. Thick Scottish accent. But I was like, I'm a United fan. I don't like City. And he laughed at me. He laughed at me. I remember him laughing. You know what I mean? And he was nice. He was genuinely nice. Really nice. But yeah, there's a bit of nostalgia for you guys. We can talk about it. You can ask me about it. I'm going to do a Q&A soon. And also, I genuinely want to do so. Those of you who have not subscribed to me on Twitter, please subscribe. That guy, Red Devil, Mr. Structure. That's where you find me, people. What I will do, if you subscribe on Twitter then, and then I will follow you back. And then I'll send the link to those. I can do a message and I'll send the links to you who want to call in. We'll have a call-in show, talk about the trials and tribulations of being a Man United supporter, and get that real therapy, that real therapy, people. That's what we would be, man. Yeah, man. That's a bit of the history, man. Bit of the history. Just walking around. I remember, right? So I went to college. So a lot of my friends, like I said, were ABU. I remember going to college on the Monday. No, was it on Monday? No, I think the next day we went to college. I'm just trying to remember what day it was. I'm sure it was a Wednesday. Was it a Wednesday night? It must have been a Wednesday. I'm sure it wasn't a weekend. But I remember going to college and buying every newspaper, and then walking into college in like the catering area, and just putting all that. And you know what? That's the only time Man United were front page and back page. Basically, every newspaper in this country, front page, the cover of the newspapers were all Man United colours. Fans going crazy. Man United. Can you imagine social media was around then? Oh my gosh. Twitter would have, Instagram would have, they would have took time to fix it. They would have all crashed. The internet would have crashed. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. Yo, big up Wayne Rooney, man. I know I've got friends who are Sheffield Wednesday fans, but big up Wayne Rooney and big up the Derby. I've got friends who are Derby supporters. I've got friends who are Sheffield United supporters. So I was caught in the middle today. But big up Wayne Rooney, because people were like writing Wayne Rooney off as a manager, because that's the way modern football is, He took over in a weird season, and that's what it was, man. That's what it was. Yo, big up Matt Abrams. Yes, brother. Love to you, brother. Love, man. I love my Southern African massive, man. Love my Southern African. Bafana, eh? Hey. I love the culture, man. I love South African music, man. Those of you who don't know, man. So I love South African music. I love that. I'm a piano. The dances, man. I love all that. I love it. I love Guam music. I love Afro house music from South Africa, man. It's in my heart. I love all the different styles, the jazz music from South Africa, man. I love it. I got nothing but love by my Southern African brothers. I got nothing but love. Yeah. Yo, Mengi, I don't know, did Mengi play today? But I'm glad that, had an injury. Wow, season. Oh, I hope he recovers. Man. But I'm happy that they stayed up, and I'm happy for Rooney, because people will try to write him off as a manager. You know what I mean? Before he even got going, if he would have lost and they would have went down. But we say tough luck to Sheffield United. I'm sure they're a big club, man. Sheffield Wednesday were a big club back in the day, man. Big games, man. Big games against Sheffield Wednesday back in the day. They used to have a striker. What's his name? Something Hurst, yeah. Big player. And he would have signed for Man United until he got an injury. But yeah, I'm glad he never signed them. We got Cantona, we got Andy Cole, and they all did amazing. Yo, big up all my West African crew, because I don't see Africa as countries, man. I see Africa as regions. So Southern Africa, Central Africa, East Africa, West Africa, North Africa, because I don't subscribe to the colonial borderlines. That's what happens, man. That's a divide and rule tactics, man. I don't subscribe to those. So big up all my West African, massive love, nothing but love to you all. Guys, I'm going to cut it here. But hopefully the boys win tomorrow. We need the 3 points. And I think we can get away with a draw against Leicester, because Leicester will have to come out and try to attack us. Maybe we can hit them on the counter, and we owe them a beating because we drew with them and they've beaten us this season. But I know Ollie has to box clever, and we know that we can't be, none of that Ollie out nonsense can't be, because at the end of the day, the Premier League's punishing Manchester United because we want to punish and we want to get rid of the Glazers. By stopping that game on Sunday, the Premier League were like, they could have played that Liverpool United game on the Monday, on the Monday night, but they decided not to, because they're doing it on purpose, man. They want to punish us and they want to punish the players. So I understand that's unfair, but I said the Glazers have spoiled the season for me. So I'm going to say that I want them out. I'm ready. I don't know about you guys, but I'm willing to take short-term pain for the long-term gain. I'll say it again. I'm willing to take short-term pain for the long-term gain. And that's what it's about, people. I'm hearing that there's a protest on Thursday. I will be there. You will see me there if there's a protest. And I'm hoping that the people who organized it have organized it well. We get a good turnout. But even if it's 20 of us, we're doing it with our chest, man. We're doing it with our just Glazers out. That's what we're doing, people. That's what we'll have to do. So, yeah. They've just gone so far ahead that because what they do is that they get the best German players all to play for them. That's what happens. That's what happens. They buy the cream of the crop of Germany, and they buy 1 or 2 foreign players, and then Dortmund can't live because Dortmund have to be a selling club, and the rest of German clubs, because they don't have big billionaires and their clubs are not big enough. But Bayern Munich have got big, and the sponsorship, the companies that own shares in Bayern Munich take a lot of the sponsorship deals and take them everywhere, and that's how they make their money. They make their money from being successful. But look how they run. One of the best well-run clubs in the world, Bayern Munich. One of the best well-run clubs in the world. Run by ex-players. Footballing people make footballing decisions. And for the last 8 to 9 years, we had Ed Woodward, Richard Arnold, and Matt Judge making football decisions at Man United. And people go, why do you hate the Glazers? Why? They've spent a lot of money. Spent a lot of money on who? Who do they give the money to? They give the money to 3 bankers, investment bankers from Bristol University, who have absolute zero clue about football. Total, absolute failure of Man United. An absolute tragedy to waste all that money, hundreds of millions, on people who do not know anything about football. It's absolutely despicable what these Glazers have done. So Glazers out. Win, lose, or draw. That's what I say, man. Listen, I'm going to get that chant going. Apology not accepted. Win, lose, or draw. Glazers out. So I'm going to leave you with that one, guys. Please share, like, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And please, let's grow this channel together. Get people to subscribe to the channel, people, man. Let's build this community together. I can't do it without you guys. And like I said, hopefully, in one of the shows coming up soon, we're going to have a Q&A. Hopefully, I'm going to get one of the boys to come, and maybe Saeed or Aaron. Maybe if we can get Saeed and Aaron, we can do a Q&A. So we can do that. We'll do a Q&A, guys. So let's do it. All right. Please, like I said, share, subscribe. I'm wishing you all peace, love, and light to you all. Okay. You'll see me hopefully tomorrow night for the match reaction and whatever comes. But congratulations to every one of you on Twitter and the social media who are doing your bit for that and following the campaign, not a penny more campaign, because now this sponsor has collapsed. Sponsorship deal has collapsed. That could have been 10-year deal has collapsed now. Fantastic. I'm proud of every one of Man United fans. We need to stay united. F what the Glazers letter. F them, man. F them all. They can go to hell with their statements. Actions speak louder than words. Yeah, I would get Van der Sar would be, but not under this structure, not under this ownership. If we get taken over or fans have a say in this club, Van der Sar would be. He won't be sporting director. He would be the CEO of Man United, because that's what he is. He's not a director of football. He's a CEO of Ajax. He went to university to do a business administration degree. You know, so he's got football. He's a big United fan. He said already there's only 2 clubs he can ever work at. One is already working at Ajax, and the other club is Man United. No, actually, he didn't. What? But gotta give it up for Bayern Munich. You know what? They lost to us that season in the final. Then they went to I think it was against Valencia at the San Siro the next year. So in 2000, so 99-2000 season, they won the Champions League. Not many people remember that, but they won it straight away. They lost in the final, and it was Hitzfeld. What a manager he was. Big up Hitzfeld, man. Respected manager. They had a fantastic manager, Hitzfeld. So they went to the final. Him and the players apparently promised each other, we're going back to the final and we're going to win it. And they did. They did that. So big up Bayern Munich, man. They still, you know, I lived in Germany for a while. And when people will say to me, oh, where from? I'm like, Manchester. I'm like, United? I'm like, United. And they go, why Bayern Munich? They're like, we still get nightmares from that game. Those who are old enough who remember it. So big up all the people. Germany is a fantastic country in terms of football culture, man. The fans, honestly, you have to go. If you've never experienced, I would advise you all to go to Germany and go and watch a football game. You will understand the football culture. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. The clubs are part of the community. They mean much more. Honestly. Honestly, man. Hopefully soon I'm going to do some watch-alongs, man. Hopefully. I'm thinking, you know what, because I want to get a proper camera. I'm still trying to figure out what camera to buy. You know what I mean? I want to set up a proper studio and then do a proper a watch-along. So fingers crossed I can sort that out in the new season. But I don't think, maybe I might be on other people's watch-alongs, but I don't think I'm going to do a watch-along this season. But next season, hopefully, definitely we'll do it. We'll do a watch-along. And yeah, invite some of you guys as well to watch it along as well. Totally. I'm up for that, guys, because it's all about interaction. My opinion is no better than any of your guys' opinion. At the end of the day, we all love Man United. A lot of you have been hassling me for years, saying, you got to start your own channel. I'm finally here. So, guys, you need to help me grow this channel. We've been on here for an hour interacting with you guys. So, yeah, love, light, and I'm supposed to say goodbye, but you are just keeping me in. Every time I'm like, see you later, guys. Good night. The comment section is sucking me back in. But anyway, this is Chris. Follow him on Twitter, man. Follow Chris on Twitter, man. There's Chris, man. Can everyone here get on the Trustpilot and leave a good review for Hot Group, who pulled out of the sponsorship deal? Let's do it, people. Let's get the Hot Group trending, people. Let's get that trending. Come on, people. Let's do it. Let's do it. Chris, seriously, let's do it. Let's do it in the next couple of days, man. I'll share it for everybody on social media. Big up the Hot Group. Big up to every one of them in those, the directors, the people who listened. Big up to all the United fans who put the pressure on. Big up to everyone, man. Peace, love, light. Have a good day to you too, bro. Have a good day to you and to everybody. Take care, guys.